Hello everyone, welcome to the Red Ben TV. It is your favourite day of the year. It is transfer deadline day after Liverpool have beaten the runners-up in the Premier League last season. Is there a better day in the calendar? I'm not sure there is. You beat Arsenal one day, you sign Alex Isak the next. Sound. Yeah, sound. It's going to be a big day, I think, after so many transfer deadline days where pretty much nothing happened. It feels like this could be the biggest of big transfer deadline days. It could be the transfer deadline day that blows all the transfer deadline days out of the water and could be the biggest by any football club in history. And would you expect anything less from the most successful side in English football? Probably would, wouldn't you, to be fair, but not this time around. It looks like this time around Liverpool are just swinging that thing all over the place for everybody to see. They're not bothered how big everyone else is. They're just bothered about how big they are. Liverpool Football Club is fucking massive, ladies and gentlemen. Alexander Isak, the deal has been agreed. We found this out late last night. It will eclipse the £115 million that Chelsea paid for Moises Caicedo. It will get up to 130 million quid. It is a straight up, hard, fast cash offer of £125 million, I believe. With 5 million in potential add-ons, which seems rather ridiculous at this level of money being paid for a man who kicks football round a piece of grass. But anyway, we are here and it is exciting, obviously. Alexander Isak, the complete and utter finished article when it comes to centre forwards in the Premier League. Newcastle, wanting to buy their way into being a big club, and then all of a sudden the big club comes along and steals their best player after what feels like absolutely ages, by the way. This saga has gone on for, when was it we had that £110 million bid away? It was a long time ago. I've been to the other side of the world and I've come back and I spent a month at the other side of the world and all that, nothing's happened really until last night. The two clubs were talking late into the night. Romano gave us the here we go, and everybody then was in a position where they couldn't get to sleep, which was no fun for anybody, was it? Sky Sports understands Liverpool will pay a fixed fee of £125 million for the striker, who's now expected to complete his move to Anfield on deadline day. He is to sign a 6-year deal and begin his medical this morning. That's it. Monday morning. He's basically doing his medical now. There were rumours, of course, that Isak was staying in a hotel like 20 minutes away from Anfield yesterday. So we've got no idea if that's true or not. But yeah, it's just so damn exciting. Can we fit him in the side? Probably. We'll make room for him. Great start to your career, Hugo. We're going to sign Alexander Isak now. Thanks very much. I'm just really excited, actually, because I actually have no idea how Slot sort of plans to utilise them all. Obviously, there's loads and loads of football, and I think, Liverpool was so good last season. But when it came to it, we kind of ran out of legs, certainly in the Champions League against PSG. And I do wonder whether, that game, and I said this at the end of last season, just really just got under Slot's skin. Because I think he'll have seen the pace, he'll have seen the power that they had in the attacking areas with their sort of front three, nay four, and decided that's what Liverpool need if we want to go and win old Big Ears for a 7th time. And I think that's what Slot's decided that he wants to do. So yeah, it's a really interesting one, actually, because I sort of think back, and with the benefit of hindsight here, and the benefit of not being in the conversation every single day, like when I went away, weren't Newcastle after Ekitike, and then they were like, oh, we've done Liverpool there, we've absolutely 4D-chessed them, because we didn't really want Ekitike, because you've bought him, you can't sign Isak. That's what they said. Doesn't look like it's going to work out like that. But let's not count our chickens before they hatch, I suppose. He's got to pass his medical, of course. And then we've got other things to do, haven't we? Like sign a centre-back, which I think is probably needed a little bit more if I'm being honest, obviously, Slot gave a little talk after the Arsenal game last night about Wirtz and about Ibu Konate. Now, Ibu Konate says it was just cramp, but I think Slot mentioned that Frimpong said it was just cramp and then he was out for 2 or 3 weeks. So you've got to be careful with these players. Obviously, Joe Gomez has been injured, managed to feature last night. We've obviously signed Leone already, but a recognised centre-back who's got Premier League experience, full English international. Can't be anything but a bad thing, really. And I think a lot of people were sleeping on Marc Guehi about just how good he is until they saw him score a wonder goal yesterday. And I do think that's been a little bit unfair, to be honest. I remember sitting here months ago, me and Steve were sort of getting a few little looks like, it's like he's a really, really good player. And you can see actually he's a really, really good professional as well, isn't he? Felt like a little bit of a goodbye, but this one now seems to be a little bit more awkward, I think, for Liverpool, because it feels right now like this is all about whether Crystal Palace are going to go against their manager. The board of Crystal Palace are going to go against their manager, because Oliver Glasner has really sort of come out and said, like, we haven't got a replacement lined up. He's our captain. He's a professional. We really want to keep him. And yet, we made a bid, was it Friday night, Saturday morning, something like that, and we were apparently £5 million short. So it feels to me like Liverpool will just get this deal done, but have we waited just a little bit too long, to the point where the manager has now got himself into this transfer situation and he's like putting his foot down a little bit? And Carson's had a fantastic start to his Crystal Palace sort of career. I think he's a really good manager, actually. So, it's going to be a little bit... I think this one might actually be a little bit more difficult to get done than Alexander Isak. We're going to get into some of the comments now anyway. JD sometimes says a 10 out of 10 window if we can get Guehi done too. Completely agree. Dylan Wright's been enjoying Steve's update. He says, if this isn't from Steve's Kitchen, does it really count? No, it probably doesn't. Moose said it was obvious when no one took the number 9 shares. Just read 125 million flat from Liverpool and 5 million. Yeah, I know, it's mad, but we are where we are. We are just breaking our own transfer record for the second time by the looks of things in this window. Pajak's going to spend the international break remodelling to look like Steve's Kitchen. Absolutely. Here we go. Denzel. Chris, do you remember when Newcastle reporters were saying they would have Ekitike and Isak, and now we have both of them? Yeah, fantastic time 6 weeks ago, wasn't it? Neil _A is saying we're going to play a 4-4-2. Isak's going to wear the number 9. What a lovely day it is. Absolutely. It's just fantastic, really, isn't it? So what we're going to do actually today is we're going to change up our regular programming. We're going to do originals and we're going to do bias tomorrow, mainly because it will be out of date as soon as we do something, but actually mainly because we want to be able to be free and update and go live whenever we can. So you'll have me, you'll have Paul, you'll have Chloe. The three of us will just be sort of rotating throughout the day, maybe doing a couple of 2-man shows here and there, giving our thoughts and feelings on everything. So we will be with you all throughout deadline day, so stay tuned, and then me and Paul will be here right up until the last minute of deadline day. We will be wrapping it up for you as well. So yeah, stay tuned, get involved. It's going to be a fun day. We've got to enjoy it, and we've got to enjoy it together. So yeah, thank you very much to everybody. Continue to keep your eyes peeled, and well done anybody who basically booked themselves into work from home today. It's gone. It's gone. There was someone right in the early days of the chat who did that. Well played. You have done an absolute blinder there. Enjoy deadline day, and I'll see you all soon. Ta-ra.